boy Bobby Beach here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is, why does Lorenzo want Dru to be the leader? I don't know. Now, why does Lorenzo want Dru to do it? Now, when it comes down to it, for me, I have no idea. When you look at it and you see things, you see that really Cain should be the one that's the leader. Lorenzo was trying to groom somebody to take over while he was in prison. Though Monet is the boss of the family, he wanted another leader in case, I guess, he dies or he doesn't get out of prison. He wanted somebody else to take over. Now, even though Dru didn't want nothing to do with the life, and we all know that Diana doesn't want nothing to do with the life, but Cain was building himself for it. Cain was trying to be the one. But Lorenzo doesn't want Cain, he wants Dru. Now, why is that? Well, it could be a situation where Lorenzo has a favorite. Believe it or not, people, there are parents that choose favorites in the family. They can have kids, they can have 2 kids, they can have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can have a whole bunch of kids, but they're gonna always have a favorite. That's not every parent, because a lot of parents will treat their child evenly and treat their child accordingly to who they are, because not every child is the same. However, when it comes down to it, Lorenzo wants Dru to take over. He doesn't care about Cain and what Cain does. The fact that Cain is the one who will shoot and go after anybody, he wants Dru. Now, why is it? Well, Cain has this attitude thing about him. Cain is ready to go off at any point in time. Cain is the guy. He's the one on the streets. All right. So Cain is the one in the streets that he will take you out. All right. Diana doesn't want nothing to do with it. Even though Monet wanted to groom Diana to take over, Diana doesn't want nothing to do with that life. Dru, on the other hand, how can we put this? Dru, as we know, is a homosexual. He does his own thing. He want to draw. He want to be in the arts. However, Dru is built for the life because he has the mindset for the life. He moves like a gangster, but he doesn't do that like a lot. He does it sometime because, remember, he was raised into it. So basically, Cain, Diana, and Dru were both raised into this lifestyle where they all know about it, but now they don't know if they want to be a part of that life or not. Cain wants to be a part of their life. Diana does not want to be a part of her life. Dru doesn't want nothing to do with it, but he's good at it. The difference between Dru and Cain, Dru is more cool-headed. He's more quiet. He's more of, I want to say, the thinker. He can think. And that's what Lorenzo probably sees about him. It could be a situation where Lorenzo was around and he saw how Cain was and he saw how Dru was and he said Dru's the leader because Dru can think. So basically, when it comes down to it, Dru and Tyreek may be in a situation where they don't really have nothing to do with one another. And what I mean by that is that if you really look at it, Tyreek's the thinking man, but Dru's the thinking man too. But Tyreek is smart enough to act like he doesn't know anything. I think it was a situation where dude got shot and then Dru said, "You've never seen a dead body before?" Tyreek was like, "No, it's my first time." Of course, Tyreek's going to say that because he's trying to be smart. Tyreek is acting like he doesn't know nothing. He is pretty much doing that, but Dru is the smart guy. So why does Lorenzo choose Dru over Cain? Basically because Dru is the thinker. The thing is, when we saw Dru, we saw this person that we saw, this homosexual dude. He was drawing, he was to himself. But now I think in season 2, you're about to see the real Dru. You're about to see the Dru that's going to be coming out. And remember, people, it doesn't matter if you're straight or gay. I know some straight gangsters and I know some gay gangsters. At the end of the day, they can handle doing whatever they do and be whoever they are in their life when it comes down to it. So a man being gay does not stop him from being a gangster, because you, to be honest with you, don't know how many gay gangsters are out there, to be real with you. Yeah, that's me being straight up real with you. But basically what I got to say is that's the reason why I want to say Lorenzo does not want Cain to be the leader, is basically because he thinks Dru pretty much is more of the thinker. He's more of that guy. And he probably just want to keep Cain as pretty much the muscle. Remember, Dru is often compared to Michael Corleone. Michael Corleone did not want nothing to do with the life, but then when Michael Corleone had got into the life, he became the best. And what I mean by that is he became such a big don. He did things bigger than his own father did. And the thing is with his brother Sonny, pretty much like Cain, was ready to go. He'd go to war. People were afraid of Sonny, just like they're afraid of Cain. People were ready. When it comes to Cain, everybody knows. So that's pretty much, if you look at Dru's like Michael Corleone, and Cain is like Sonny. So when it comes down to it, that's the reason why I want to say that Lorenzo was choosing Dru over Cain because of that. Not only that, if I were to add something to it, if you really look at it, the father in The Godfather even said that his son, though Sonny was shot up, that he was not really that good of a Don, but Michael was. So that's pretty much how that is when it comes down to that. But basically, I just want to say to all of you, it is your boy, Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect, hold it down, and one. Hey, it's your boy.
And this is my book. Shit's not checkers, it's chess. In life, everybody knows it's a game, but you got to learn how to play it.